Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. So in this lecture we will be doing some examples based on box x and fractional part of x. Theory part we have already done. Now it's time to do some examples. So example number 1 is find the number of solutions of the equation 2 fractional part of x square minus 5 into fractional part of x plus 2 equals to 0. Got it? Here this represents fractional part of x. In previous lecture somewhere I told you this representation is nothing unless or until it is given in question that this is what? Fractional part. Got it? If you remember, I told it in the previous lecture. Now let us try to solve this question. We have this equation 2 fractional part of x square minus 5 fractional part of x plus 2. This is nothing but it's a quadratic equation. Here variable is fractional part of x, right? Now let fractional part of x equals to y. Let's suppose this is equals to y. Now the given equation becomes quadratic in y. 2y square minus 5y plus 2 equals to 0. Now it's a quadratic. Now factorize this quadratic and I hope you can do it yourself. You are no more a kid now. If you are doing this level of mathematics, then I personally think, then you are supposed to have that mental level, and it's a childish thing. You can factorize yourself, and you must do. Here, after factorization, we will get y minus 2 into 2y minus 1 equals to 0. Got it? Now, either this part is 0, this factor is 0, or this factor is 0. It means y minus 2 equals to 0 or 2y minus 1 equals to 0. We get y equals to 2 or y equals to half. Got it? But y is equals to fractional part of x. Earlier in the question, we supposed fractional part is equals to y. Look. But we know that fractional part lies between 0 and 1. This can never be greater than 1 or equal to 1. But here it is equals to 2. And this is not possible. Therefore, this value is what? Rejected. And from here we get fractional part of x is equals to half. Now we have to solve this equation. Fractional part of x equals to half. We need the value of x, and here we have fractional part of x equals to half. Now we will solve this equation. It's a simple equation. How we will solve this equation? We will solve it graphically. Draw the graph of fractional part of x. As we know, fractional graph of fractional part of x is something like this. You can see on the screen. It's a graph of fractional part of x. I have already told in the previous lectures. And the graph of it is like y equals to 1 by 2. If we make the graph of y equals to 1 by 2, it's a straight line parallel to x-axis. So this is y equals to 1 by 2. Solution means here, solution of this equation means the number of points where the graph of left hand side and right hand side intersect each other. Got it? So here both graph intersects at infinite many points. Got it? So here infinite number of solution. Here we have infinite number of solutions. Got it? I hope it is clear. Let's move on to the another example. Example number 2. Find number of solutions of the equation box 2x minus 3 box 2x equals to 1. Here we have 2x and here also we have 2x. Got it? So what will we do in this question? We will try to put box 2x alone. we will put box 2x on one side and the other equation, not box 2x, fractional part of 2x. We will put fractional part of 2x on one side and rest of the terms on the other side. Got it? So this is what our line of thinking. Why we are doing so? Since we know that fractional part lies between 0 and 1. When we will be able to separate fractional part of 2x, this will be something like fractional part of 2x equals to right hand side. And since we know that fractional part lies between 0 and 1, then from here we can say right hand side also lies between 0 and 1. So somewhere ahead of this, while solving this question in between, inequality will be introduced. Got it? So this is our line of thinking in these kinds of question. Got it? So here box 2x minus 3 into fractional part of 2x equals to 1. Box 2x, take 1 on left hand side, we get minus 1, and this minus 3 fractional part of 2x on right hand side, 3 into fractional part 2x. So we get fractional part of 2x, box 2x minus 1 over 3. And since we know that fractional part lies between 0 and 1, so we can say that fractional part of 2x is greater than equals to 0 but less than 1. But fractional part of 2x is equals to box 2x minus 1 over 3. So it means box 2x minus 1 over 3 is greater than equals to 0 but less than 1. Got it? Now look, here we have box 2x minus 1 over 3 between 0 and 1. Since 3 is a positive number, so we can say multiply the inequality with 3. Since it's a positive, it will not affect the inequality sign. So we get box 2x minus 1 greater than equals to 0 but less than 3. Is it clear? So here we have minus 1, so we can say that adding 1 to the inequality plus 1 to the inequality, 1 plus 0 we get 1, less than equals to box 2x, minus 1 plus 1 cancelled out, 3 plus 1 we get 4. Is it clear? But box 2x, it's an integer. So here we are saying it's an integer lying between 1 and 4. So integers between 1 and 4, here 1 is included. So integers are 1, 2, 3. But we need the value of x. Okay, fine. Now when box 2x is equals to 1, when box 2x is equals to 1, so we have fractional part of 2x is equals to box 2x minus 1 over 3. Got it? Then put box 2x equals to 1 here, we get 1 minus 1, that is 0. Fractional part of 2x is equals to 0. I hope it is clear till here. Now we can write 2x equals to box 2x plus fractional part of 2x. It's a property, not a property, we can say any number in this world can be written as a sum of integral part and a fractional part. So 2x is any number, this is integral part plus fractional part. Got it? It's a definition of fractional part. Earlier in previous lectures I told you, I think fractional part of 2x is 0 and the box 2x is 1 here. So we get 2x equals to 1, that is x equals to half. This is one of the solution. This is one of the solution. Similarly, when box 2x is equals to 2, when box 2x is equals to 2, then we have now box, put the value of box 2x here, 2 minus 1, that is 1 over 3. Then we get fractional part of 2x equals to 1 by 3. Now we will write 2x equals to integral part plus fractional part. Integral part is 2 plus fractional part comes out to be 1 by 3. Then we get 5 by 3 divided by 6 plus 1, we get 7 by 3, and 2 will come here and will get multiplied by 3 and we will get 6 here. So then x is equals to 7 by 6. Got it? This is again one of the solution. So far we get two solution. When box 2x is equals to 3, we get fractional part 2x. Here we have 2x. Make correction here. It is 2x. 3 minus 1 over 3. Got it? Since we have fractional part of 2x is equals to box 2x minus 1 over 3. Clear? Then put the value of box 2x here. 3 minus 1, that is 2 by 3. We get to box 2x. Again we have a mistake over here. It is box fractional part 2x. Fractional part 2x equals to 2 by 3. Got it? Now 2x is equals to integral part plus fractional part. Fractional part is equals to 2 by 3 and integral part is 3. Then we get 3 into 3, 9 plus 2, we get 11 by 3. Then 2 will come here and will get multiplied by 3. We will get 6 here. Then x is equals to 11 by 6. Got it? So in total we get 3 solution. 1 by 2, 7 by 6, 11 by 6. These are the 3 solution. Got it? So this is your answer. So total 3 solutions. I hope it is clear. Next question is example number 3. If box x plus box 2x whole box less than 3, then we have to find the value of x. We have options. You can see on the screen option A, B, C, D. Now solution is since we have box of x plus box 2x less than equals to 3, it is something like we have box x plus integer. Got it? And if you remember in previous lecture I told you whenever we have box x plus integer, we can simply take out integer outside the box and we can write box x plus integer. Got it? So here also this is nothing but an integer, so we can take it outside of the box. So we get box x plus box 2x. Is it clear? This is less than 3. Now rest of the question we will do it by taking options. By options we will do this question. Now if we put let's suppose if we put x equals to 1, so we will get this is equals to 1 and this will be equals to 2. We get 3. 3 is not less than 3. Inequality will not get satisfied. Is it clear? It means this point is 3 by 2 is 1 point something and this is included. Therefore this cannot be answer. This cannot be answer. 1 to infinity minus 1 to infinity. This can be answer. 0 to 1. We can take x equals to negative also, but here we are saying x belongs to 0 to 1. So this is not right and option D is right answer. I hope it is clear. You have understood. Now example number 4. Look at this example. If x is greater than equals to 0, y greater than equals to 0, then the area bounded by the graph. This is very good question. Box x plus box y equals to 2. We have to find the area bounded by the graph. So basically we have to plot the graph and then only we can tell you the area bounded by this graph. Options are 4 square unit, 1 square unit, 2 square unit, 3 square unit. So look how will we do it. Since we have box x plus box y equals to 2, box y, take box x to the right hand side, we will get 2 minus box x. Now when x belongs to 0 to 1, 0 to 1, since it is given in question x is greater than equals to 0, that's why we are not taking negative values. When x belongs to 0 to 1, 0 is included, 1 is open here. then the value of box will be 0 and box y will be 2. When box y is equals to 2, it means y will belongs to 2 to 3. 2 is closed, 3 is open. I hope there is no doubt. In previous lecture, we have done lots of practice of these kinds of question. If we have x belongs to 1 to 2, 1 is closed here, 2 is open. With 2 we have open bracket. Whenever we have x belongs to 1 to 2, box x will be equals to 1. 2 minus 1, we get 1. When box y is equals to 1, then y will belongs to 1 to 2. Is it clear? When box is between 2 and 3, 2 is closed and with 3 we have open. Then box x, the value of box x will be 2. 2 minus 2, we will get 0. When box y is 0, it means y will belongs to 0 to 1. Is it clear? I hope you have understood. Now, if we take x belongs to, now if we take x belongs to 3 to 4, 3 to 4, then box y will be 2 minus box x will be 3. 2 minus 3, then we will get box y equals to minus 1. Then y will be belongs to minus 1 to 0. Is it clear? But this is not possible because in question it is given that y is greater than equals to 0. That's why we are not taking this case. So this is, we cannot take this case. Got it? Now we will plot the graph of this question given equation. Look, when x belongs to 0 to 1, when x belongs to 0 to 1, y remains between 2 and 3, 2 and 3. Got it? So then 0 to 1, y is always between 2 to 3. So we will get this closed figure. We will get this closed figure. And this is nothing but a square with side as 1 unit. Is it clear? Now when x belongs to 1 to 2, when x belongs to 1 to 2, 1 to 2, then y will be between 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Got it? Then it is something like x equals to 1, x equals to 2. These are two lines and y will be between 1 and 2. So we will get this closed figure. Is it clear? If we consider endpoints, then x equals to 1, this is x equals to 1, x equals to 2. These are the lines, and y equals to 1 and y equals to 2, y equals to 1, y equals to 2. So we will get this square of 1 unit closed. Got it? This figure will be enclosed. Similarly here, when x belongs to 2 to 3, y will be between 0 and 1, 0 and 1. Got it? So this figure will be enclosed. So basically we are getting 3 squares, each of area 1 unit. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, we get total 3 square unit. So this is our required area and this is option B. So option B is right answer. Hope you have understood. So far we have done 4 examples, that's all. So this topic has been finished. This topic is finished and I hope you have understood all the things. I tried my best to make you understand. That's all. So basic mathematics is finished today. That's it.